Hi everyone, before this video starts, just be sure to watch the video entirely before attempting anything, so you can understand what's happening and you will be able to find every option I will be talking. By the way guys, I'm giving away my full tested StatTrack game for Desolate Space to one of you who will write comments on this video. Be sure to follow and share to your friends who want to add and toggle Vibrance for their CSGO gameplay. So now, let's roll the video. Alright, so for the Nvidia panel, just to be sure you don't mess up something, be sure to create a restoration point on your Windows. So like if something bad happened, you can just come back to this state of Windows and save where Windows and your Nvidia panel didn't have any problems. All you have to do is to open the exploiter, right click, properties, advanced systems. Here into protection of system, you can just add Windows and Nvidia working, and create. So if anything bad happen, you will be able to come back to this state of Windows. Alright, now you can just go on your desktop, right click, Nvidia control panel, you let everything load, and now head over to change the resolution. Now just be sure that the resolution you are using is well into PC or computer, and frequency here is at its highest. So like if you have a 75 Hz screen, select 75. If you have a 144 Hz, select 144. And if like me you have 240 Hz, just select it and click apply. Yes. Alright. You can also stay here if you want to add a new resolution to play in CSGO. It's a square resolution, but in CSGO it will be labeled at 16:10 ratio. It's been 2 years I'm playing personally with the resolution on 1080x1080 at 240 Hz, of course. You can try it if you want. This resolution will give you the impression of moving faster and having a higher mouse sensitivity, but don't change the DPI of your mouth. It will be actually worse because you will have to learn about playing with the new resolution, and you will have changed your sensitivity, so you will have to learn two things at the same time. And if it has been like, I don't know, 5 years you're playing Counter-Strike with 1.4 or 1.5 DPI, don't change anything. So to create the new resolution, just go to here, this little thing, you toggle here, create, and here you write 1080 by 1080 and the max frequency your screen can use, and you click on test. The resolution will change on your screen. You will be prompted to say okay or no, and here we go. Now you just have to move under one line, and you can see here adjust desktop and color settings. So you just have to click here. In here there are two things we want to do. So for you it will be at 1. You downscale it to 0.97 and Vibrance here, I don't know how it's called in English, but put it to run 100%, and you click apply and yes if prompt. Just remember that all the color of your screen and YouTube video will be altered, so if you want to put it to 100%, just play with it on CSGO. Otherwise all the color on your Windows picture and video will be completely shit. For myself, I just let it at 100% every time. I've been used to it. We can head over to adjust desktop size and position right here. So here, if you don't want to play with black bars, you just have to check full screen here, and here you can choose between display and processor graphic or graphic processor. If you only have a graphic processor, it's okay. You select it and you check here. Alright, then you will click apply, and if prompt you click yes. For me, as I have display I don't check it, and I click apply. So like that, my game will be on full screen. I will be using my screen to decode every picture, and not my graphic cards. So that's the only point. In 3D settings, you will have to here select manage 3D settings. We will force the Nvidia parameters to be applied for every games and application, of course. And after we will be sure that it has been applied to CSGO here. So we will first change the something in here. Then we will select Counter-Strike up, and here we will check if everything has been applied. There are 3 options we actually want to change to have best performance in CSGO. So here we can see texture filtration quality. We want to put it to highest performance. Then preferred refresh frequency you will have to put to the highest. And for the power mode you will be prompted to select prefer maximum performance here. Now you can click apply, but you will have to wait a few seconds. It's normal. If your screen blink or freeze for 1 or 2 seconds, just wait, it will be working just later. Right now we have to head over to here and select Counter-Strike. We scroll down and we be sure and we check if here quality highest performance, frequency the highest, and power mode here highest performance. And now we click apply, we wait, yes, and now it's okay. See, we wait just a few seconds and it's okay. We can now close this Nvidia panel. For the following part, be sure that you have your Geforce experience panel downloaded and installed, of course. As if it's not the case, please head over to the official Nvidia website and download it and install it. For those who already downloaded, taskbar here, Nvidia logo, right click, Nvidia Geforce experience, and start. Alright. If you actually never launched it before, you will be asked to log in or create an account. Just pause the video right now and create an account. Play the video back just after everything is set up. Do not never ever tell Nvidia to optimize game in your library. You will be prompted to check games and optimize game automatically. Do not do it, okay? We will change every option manually, so please do not let Nvidia do it. For you guys who already have it or just download it, please go to driver, check if new update. If no, it's okay. We can now just go to option and we have to check toggle experimental functionality. An update we might be required, it's okay, you just check it. Here you will have a message saying that you probably have a new update to do or it has been toggled. Right here, you see, I had the message. And you scroll down here and you toggle this. Do not change the hotkey to toggle this, otherwise you will be lost and you won't find it. By the way, if you actually using Alt plus Z in the CSGO, of course you change the hotkey, but if I was you, I will not change it. Otherwise you will have to go back to Geforce experience and look up for the hotkey you already made. But right now we can close it and move to the next part. Now that for Nvidia everything is done, we need to go to Steam, and actually not my profile but my my library. For you guys that do not have any starting option commands for CSGO, if you already have some, you can just watch this part or skip it. But for those guys who don't have any, please let me show you here into option and properties that we can add launch option for this game. Alright, you want to put -novid. So -novid is actually disabling the video you will see every time you start CSGO. Usually it's the Counter-Strike logo in yellow, and I think you have sound, but like it make your game start later and everything. So if you don't want the video when you start the game, just minus novi. Then minus hello underscore third underscore party underscore software is to be able to change settings via your Nvidia Geforce experience panel. Or if you are a YouTuber or streamer, it's actually just to capture the game, because CSGO and Valve ruined it, and it's actually harder to stream, record, or add Vibrance via Nvidia on the game. Before, we actually could do it without having to toggle anything, but today we have to put this command in the launch option, so that we can just simply record the game or toggle Nvidia Vibrance for the game. Then you can add minus freq 240. So minus freq is the frequency your game will be showing at your screen. 240 is actually the hertz of your screen, so the maximum frequency of your screen. In my case, my screen is 240 hertz. So if you have a screen that is 360, so if you have a 360 hertz screen or display, you put 360. If you have 165, you put 165. If you have 144, 144. 75, you put 75. If you have 60, you put 60. Okay, so it's as simple as that. So I put back to 240. Now you can add plus FPS underscore max 0 and plus FPS underscore max underscore menu 0. It's actually telling CSGO that you don't want him to lower or stop your FPS. In the menu, casually it's 120 FPS max, so you want it to be 0, and in game, if your computer can produce more than 400 FPS, you want it to be at 0, because otherwise in your game you will be stuck at 399, and if you actually want to show how many FPS you have, you just put those two options in the launch option. Moving on to CSGO. Alright, I'm sorry if the microphone quality and the video quality change. Actually, as I said earlier, Valve and CSGO fucked up the fact that I can't record my screen, at least my CSGO game. So I need to use my phone to record what I want to show you, because otherwise nothing is actually working. So you just have to press Alt plus Z as you selected the hotkey before in the Geforce experience panel. So you want to click on filter game, and here you want to select the first tile. Alright, so here in filters you want to add wait, actually it's already added. You want to add details and color. Here are my options. So just take a picture with your phone, so that when you alt tab to CSGO, you just don't have to alt tab again on YouTube for this video and see what options I made. Just take a picture of this option, go back to CSGO and actually apply it to your options. So yeah, basically that's all you have to do. Here, and this. You don't want to add anything else, because your game will be actually really worse. So here, now we want to move to video options in the game. So up, video, color mode. All right, computer. We want to use computer monitor. Brightness is up to you, but I will rather let it at 100%. Then aspect ratio. So if you actually want to use my custom resolution, so the 1080 by 1080, you actually want to use right screen 16 by 10 ratio. Then into the resolution list, you will find my 1080 by 1080. If you actually want to play in 4:3, aspect ratio 4:3, you can put it, but for the purpose of the video and the fact that I play with the resolution 1080 by 1080, I will rather choose it. Display mode, full screen, of course. Laptop power saving. I don't know what the fuck is it, but you just have to disable it. So, global shadow quality, very low. Model texture detail, high. That's only for your skins. If you have great skins, like for me, I have a good knife floor. So I actually found out prettier if I put it the options model texture detail high. Actually, it's the highest option I can put, but you will have better quality and texture quality for your skins. So if you don't have skins, don't put it. If you want to press, if you want to play with low quality because you have a potato PC, you can put it too low. But for myself, I will prefer to high. So texture streaming, you want it to be disabled. Effect detail low, shader details low. Boost player contrast, you want it to be enabled. So like that, when you have an enemy, for example in Mirage, that is under Palace, it's usually a really dark spot. So if you come from Connector or City, you won't be able to see it entirely because it's a really dark spot. So if you want to be able to see them in the dark, just enable the boost player contrast. So multi-core rendering, you want it to be enabled, of course. If you have a highest CPU, you want it to be enabled. Otherwise, it says that it can provide more FPS to your game, or it can be smoother, but you will have problems. Multi-sampling anti-aliasing mode. For myself, I put it at 8x MSAA because actually I found the game is really smooth, or it's actually smoother when I toggle it than when I put none or 4. I will rather put it to 8, but again, it's only for my computer and for me personally. If you put it to 2, 4 or 8x and you play with it and you feel like you have delay when you move your mouth and what your game is actually moving when you flick or move your mouse, just disable it. Or if you actually found that your game is smoother like me when you put 4x or 8x, just let it like this and your game will be actually really better like this. Then FACEIT anti-aliasing, disabled texture filtering mode. You can put trillineary. I will rather put binary for myself. Wait for vertical sync. Of course, you disable it. That's a fucking big shit. Motion blur. I don't know who play with motion blur, but you have to disable it. Triple monitor mode. Same again. I don't know who played with triple screen. And use Hubble shader. You want it to be disabled. Alright. So now that we have changed everything in the CSGO option menu and in the Geforce experience menu, if you have a ZOWIE screen like me or other brands, if you have other brands, I'm sorry, I can't help you. But actually, if you have a ZOWIE, if you have a screen which is branded as ZOWIE, behind or under, usually it's under, but for me it's behind the screen, you want to use mode and go into menu, so that now we can add Vibrance directly to the ZOWIE screen. All right, so you want to select a mode. Actually my actual mode is on gamer 1, so I want to I will be selecting well, I will be selecting gamer 1 so I can show you everything. Yeah, you see how the vibrance, the color and everything change. So that's actually what I want you to show. So in the mode, you want to go to color. After, you want to go to black equalizer. 20 color vibrance. 18 low blue light. 10 gamma. Gamma is actually up to you. I learned how to play with gamma 2, but you can put it on 3, 4, 5, or actually 1, but 1 is really hurting my eyes, so I play on 2. Color temperature normal and color weakness is off. Now we just have to go to picture, brightness, same thing, is up to you. If you don't want your eyes to be hurting, put it to 85 or less. and if you have sunglasses, or if you want to play outside, put it to 100. But otherwise, I don't understand people who play with 100 and with 100% of brightness. Oh, sorry, I was talking about shit. Brightness, okay. Contrast, you can just put it to 60. Usually I was playing at 50, but it's just a little bit too dark for me, so I put it at 60. Sharpness, you want it to be at around 7 and 10. So if for you 9 is perfect or 8 is perfect, you choose. And oops, tuk, and AMA, you want it to be premium, not high, not half. You want it to be premium. Up. And save, you want to save it to your profile gamer 1. So now, if for me I'm using here mod and I switch to FPS 3, you see? Alright, I will do the change. Here is my normal mode, so that's the mode I use to watch video or watch a movie. But if I press down and select the mod we just created, so the gamer 1 with all the options, here I switch, watch well the screen. See how every color change? Now it's really nice. And actually it would be on your eyes. So if I was you, I won't be playing CSGO in a dark space. So if you're on your room or anything, just be sure that you turn on a light, because your eyes will be hurting really fast, as it's really bright. You can see we just made the change. So yeah, just for sure, don't play in the dark, play with light, or at least just try to open your windows. I know we are gamers, but we need to open windows. So yeah, that's all. And yeah, that's it, guys. Thank you for watching the video on Charlie. I hope you won't have any problems with Nvidia panel or options. If you have any problem, you can just write it in the comment section. I will try to help everyone. I hope just that not everyone have problems, because I'm working, I have a job, and I won't be able to to respond to everyone, but it's okay, I will try my best. And surely I won't let you alone having problems, so be sure to post a comment if you have any problem at any moment. Okay, guys? Don't forget the giveaway for the M4 StatTrak Desolate Space. Write a comment, and well, see you next time. Peace!